game comes on very loud. Okay, that's loud. Yep. I've already had to turn Elgato down for crying out loud, my recording software. Okay. Anyway, greetings YouTube. This is Rebel Galaxy. And yeah, it's a very loud game. I keep on coming back to it. It's mainly space combat. That everything is geared around that, as you can see. This is pretty much the kind of thing you should expect. So I'm going to start a new game. Oh, thank God for that. The volume has subsided. Now, you can't actually wander around the space stations. Go away. I forgot about all the tutorials. You can't wander around inside the space stations. It's just basically a series of menus on screen, which is a bit of a letdown. But we'll visit the bar. We need to talk to Warzu. Yes, yes, yes. I already know this conversation. So he wants us to go and pick up a shipment of real whiskey for him in exchange for some cash. He wants us to give the cash to the merchant. At the moment, we've got broadsides and we've got one turret fitted, and that little square in the middle of the screen is the first turret on top. The second turret, beta turret, is underneath the nose. So we need to fit another scatter turret. So we've got enough cash. 750 credits. Buy, install. So now we've got 2 turrets. Scatter turrets are basically machine guns. So we need to go out and find his whiskey for him. Yes, yes, yes. So if there's nothing happening nearby, the ship goes into a higher top speed. But the target is 1140 kilometers away. It's a long distance, so let's engage. Shut up, woman. Let's engage warp drive. The computer talks to you a lot in this game. Now we're moving up warp speed. And I'll be honest, the Mark 1 warp drive is a bit slow. So it's still going to take us a while to get there. Alright, we just need to get near the trader. Ah, answer the hail.
Hey there, orders you send you? You got my payment?
Now this is slightly interesting because while you're supposed to pay this guy for the whiskey, you can actually keep the cash, engage in combat and just take the whiskey from his wrecked ship, from the ruins of it. But in all honesty, you can be a law-abiding citizen, you can be a criminal, but there's no difference in the storyline. So there's really no point. You just give him the cash, it's easier.
Pleasure doing business with you.
There we go. So now we just turn round and head back to the space station. I'll give this game something else as well. It has pretty impressive views. The combat's pretty good, but you see all the planets and the stars and asteroids and everything flying past you at high speed. It's pretty cool. Alright, so it's removed the cargo, the real whiskey, and it's given me 13,623 credits. Okay, off to blow up his cargo crates. Again, the yellow diamond points the way. I like how the turrets do the work for you. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. The ship's doing the work for me. You have moments like this where you just can't get near the objective without running into banks and banks of missiles. Oh, thank God for that. Korean assault frigate. He's way too tough for me. The 2 red chevrons again. Alright. Oops. Alright. Slow down a bit. Cargo crates. Job done.
Enemy craft inbound.
Just have to keep an eye on my portside shields. I took his defences down and now he's trying to cut and run. So let's switch our attention to the fighters. I know where they are because I can see them on the radar, but sometimes they disappear above and below you where you can't follow. In case you hadn't noticed yet, the combat is two-dimensional. Well, it is for you.
Mission complete.
Kaboom. Right, 2 fighters it looks like, and a fleet ship.
Missiles inbound.
Oh, he's taxing the starboard shields. I mean, I upgraded them, but it wasn't much of an upgrade. Oh dear. He's using his deflectors to compensate. Damn it. Damn, damn, damn. Need to take out these fighters first. You bastard. He ducks underneath me just as I fired the broadsides.
Collision warning.
Gotcha. Right, now let's take him out.
Missiles inbound.
Releasing Flack.
This is getting too hot for me.
The Flack destroyed the missiles before they impacted.
Collision warning.
There he goes.
Mission complete.
And he's dropped some cargo. Now we can use the tractor beam to pick this up. We just need to be within about 1.2 kilometers. Hold the X button. And we have soy paste. Yes, it can get a bit tedious. Do a pulse scan. And there's the enemy. No allies, so it's not a defense mission.
Exiting satellite. Missiles inbound.
Releasing Flack. That's a lot of fighters. Engaging deflectors, bringing the ship around, driving straight at them. Releasing Flack as they pass, that should rip them apart. Best way to defend against fighters is to just fly directly towards them, and that forces them to scatter. So they can't shoot you once they're not pointing at you.
Mission complete.
Doddle. Now this is something else you can do. You can not only sell commodities, you can buy them. And the prices vary from place to place. What kind of station am I in? Outsiders. Capitalist. Okay. So if you see an item that has its name in red, it means it's illegal in certain stations, meaning you can't buy or sell it. And if you ever fly past the militia with illegal cargo, they always try and pull you. The red numbers here, the red prices, that means that they're below the average, which means you're paying less for them. Let's buy some gold ingots, always a good choice. By the way, the layout of the star systems change every single game. There's also a sector map. This star is where we are now, and these stars are all the other locations, all the other star systems in the game. And they all have their own layout and completely randomly generated each time you play. Helps keep things a bit fresher.
Engines at maximum.
Alright, let's go on board the station, see if we can sell this gold for a profit. Yes! System average price is 4,450, and this will sell for 4,382. I forget how much we bought it for, but it's a profit, definitely. Excuse me. There we go. 21,350. There's quite a few pesky fighters. Let's change the weapon programming. Each of your turrets usually just attacks. Most of the turrets just attack whatever they like. But I can reprogram them. So I'm going to reprogram the scatter turrets to attack fighters only. And the pulse turret to attack capital ships only. So now the pulse turret will only go after that ship, and the machine gun will only target the smaller ships. Don't worry, the flying backwards and forwards isn't nearly as tedious once you've upgraded your warp drive. Right, now if I downgrade my weapons back to where they were, back to a pair of Mark 1 scatter turrets, I have just enough money for the next ship. Right, so we go to shipyard, and at the moment I have the Hammerhead. And it's a corvette, very fast, 3 broadsides, 2 turrets. Cargo hold size is 10. Mastodon. Still very fast, but it's got 4 broadsides and 3 turrets, so it's got 1 more of each. Cargo hold size is up from 10 to 15. It's a bigger ship in general. It's still only frigate class, but it's now my frigate class. Alright, now I have 3 machine gun turrets. I also got missile turrets. I don't normally go for missile turrets, but you know what? Let's. Just to be a bit different. So this is a swarm turret. It can potentially release 6 micro missiles at a time. I'm going to change it to locked. I'm going to keep the other ones on any turret. So I need to lock onto a target to get that turret, that missile turret, to fire at them. Lock onto the gunship. And there go the missiles. Sorry, I don't normally use these missiles. I tend to prefer guns. Okay. Maybe I should use these missiles more often, because that was pretty effective. My port side armour's almost gone. Got him. Bloody hell, look at the side of my ship. Notice that I'm not firing the broadsides, all I'm doing is piloting the ship.
I won't forget this.
There he goes. Okay, I fired up a different game save, and this is more advanced into the game, and this is the Vanguard class ship. Now, it's got 6 turrets up front and 7 broadsides in the rear.
I think you should know the individual known as Sandar is approaching us with great speed. Craft inbound.
And we're about to find out how good it is.
Incoming hail.
He wants me nice shiny thing. Over my dead body. Oh, I mean, that fighter did not stand a bloody chance. That red laser is a combat laser. Sorry, it's not a combat laser. That's just what I call it. It's a particle laser. There goes another fighter. Got greater range on it as well. Let's get after him. You're not getting out of this that easily. Couple of pulse turrets, couple of machine guns. I think I've got an ion turret fitted. Or have I? I can't remember. I'm actually curious. Yeah, I've got an ion turret, I was right. Sorry, I was playing this a while back, this particular save, so...
Accelerating to sublight. Exiting sublight.
And after all the trouble the gunships caused me, he just vaporized almost immediately. Oops. That was a lousy shot, Ian, you missed. This thing just scythes through them at this point. Level 2 gear and the Vanguard ship. Not much in this first region can stand up to me. Wait, there's no need to be rash, we can work this out. No, I am going to destroy your ship.
Missiles inbound. Bounty received.
Piece of piss. This is a two-dimensional space combat game, and space combat is the focus, and I know some people complained when this game came out that it was just two-dimensional, that you couldn't fly up or down. And you can't land on planets, like that planet in the distance, you can't land on it. You can't actually physically explore space stations. They're just effectively menus. It's just interspace shooting, which it's the bits of debris from the other ship that's still exploding. But if you like this kind of thing, and I do, and it's done well, then this is a good game to play. I like the way you can customize your ship with different bits of equipment. The booster, for example, the shields, the armor, there are different types if you can be bothered to search them out. And the weapons, of course. The broadsides, again, there are the normal broadsides, and then there's the short range but faster firing broadsides, and then there's the very powerful long range but slower broadsides, which are great if you're in a smaller ship and you want to keep the enemy at a distance. Yeah, I like this game. Even now, I mean, this game was released for the PlayStation 4 back in 2016. I'm still playing this. This was a freebie on PlayStation Plus and I've never deleted it. Okay, I think that'll do. I'm going to stop wittering now. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. See you next time.
Accelerating to sublight. Engines at maximum.